I mean, you don't have to put proof or evidence on it. You just say it out of your fucking mind and actually believe it. So let's go on your view. What happens if the money runs dry? I do what any other fucking adult does. I go to work. I go to work. And I earn my money. Like any other fucking adult. That's what happens.
Although you need kissing badly. That's what's wrong with you. You should be kissed and often, and by someone who knows how.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today I'm actually going to be talking about something a little bit different than Shani and Rev, although they'll be brought up in this video. And I do admit that I'm doing it for cheap pops. But it will be very relevant concerning the two people that I'm going to be talking about in this video. And it's a very short video. This ain't going to be too long. So I know everybody's waiting for Dumb and Dumber to go live so that they can listen to them be Dumb and Dumber. You know what I mean? So anyway, a lot of you don't know this, but I know what burnt toast and I know what Jules looks like. I'm gonna read. Actually, I was thinking about doing a face reveal, and I'm pretty sure when Dumb and Dumber comes on, you know, starring Frank and Fatty Jedi and actually Frank the Stalker. Let me make sure I give him a proper introduction. You know, and Fatty Jedi and the blue meanie and jelly toast and Jules tells nothing all go live. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me to show their faces, and you know what, I think I'm going to do that and have a lot of fun doing it too. No, it won't be dot dropping. If you've been watching this channel long enough, you know I don't take that rule very seriously, and you know I look at them as being utter and complete and total jokes. But today, what I want to do is I want to talk about, would I date Jules after seeing what she looks like, and would I date burnt toast after seeing what she looks like? Would I actually do it? Would I take the time and actually date Jules? Well, let's start off with her first, since she's probably the more interesting one of the two. Actually, that's subjective. We'll see. So first and foremost, regarding Jules, the problem I got with Jules is that when you initially see her, she looks like somebody who just got out of high school. You know what I mean? She's a bit obese. I would say she's probably somewhere between 175 and 250 pounds. Very chubby. Now, mind you, I hate to tell you guys this. You know, she's going to call me a liar and tell me that this ain't how she looks and everything and whatnot. And it's not like she's going to cut her camera on to prove I'm wrong or anything like that. You know what I mean? Which is the only way she could possibly do it. What she can do is she'll go to one of her friends, because you're going to lie and tell people I don't look like that. That's what she'll do. But anyway, yeah. So she's about 250. About 175, 250. She's chubby. She works. Don't get me wrong. She's better than Shani because she actually will get off her behind and go work. You know, she's done the whole fast food thing and everything. And of course, she gets her little donations that she gets on her channel, in which she gives a decent portion of that to Shani, you know, for her drug problem and everything. And, you know, and what's hilarious about this is that her audience are dragoons. And then she takes the money that she gets from the dragoons and she gives it to Shani. She gives it to Shani, at least a portion of it, not all of it. She gives a portion of it. I mean, Rev and Shani actually told Carrie that they can actually learn from Jules on how to behave on here. I mean, I didn't forget that. I almost took that clip and put it on here for an intro just to show you the severity of this. But would I date a girl who's shorter than me, who clearly doesn't know what Stacker 2 is, who clearly don't doesn't do the best. I mean, she's young. I mean, she can always go walking or whatever to drop that water weight or whatever. But the point of the matter is that she isn't my type because she doesn't take care of herself. Now, from what I understand from my spies and everything, she does bathe. She does know what soap and water is. So I got to give her credit for that. Okay. But one thing I think that what she shouldn't do on here is talking about people crying on here, because she went on Dumb and Dumber, with Frank the Stalker, Fatty Jedi, the Blue Meanie, and with Jelly Toast and herself. They have a tendency of going out there and they like to talk about how women present themselves on the internet. When in fact, she really needs to go take a look in the mirror and ask herself, what am I doing with my life? Like, what am I doing with my life? I don't do jumping jacks. I don't do push-ups. I eat hot dogs as often as I can. Then she has a G crush on G-Man. Now, that one really blew me away when I learned about that. Jules has a G crush. She likes G-Man. Now, here's the thing, Jules. If you ever hope to come close to even thinking about getting the chocolate, I think the first thing that you need to do, and like I said, I'm not trying to be overly critical because I think women of all shapes and sizes are awesome. You know what I mean? So you got to start taking your health a little bit more seriously. That's all I got to say about that. You got to start taking your health a little bit more seriously. If you're going to talk about Shani, look in the mirror first and then talk about her. Even though you are in better shape than she is, you can actually move your legs without lying about fibromyalgia and cancer and all that other stuff. But the point is, Jules, is that join a gym or something, you know what I mean, and get yourself into shape. Okay. Food prices are going up. I mean, you'll eventually have to lose something, but I'm just saying though, like, you don't gotta be chunky the way you are, Jules. So if you're gonna tell everybody, you have an eating disorder and that you eat too much. That's why you choose the Yoshi icon, because you and Yoshi have a lot in common. You guys just throw things in your mouth without smelling it, without examining it, and you just eat and 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 eat. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to take off, if you want to make Jules mad, what you guys can do here is you can donate to my channel, and this is my G-Man promise. If you donate to my channel today, I refuse to take any of your hard-earned money and give it to that Barracuda Shani. I will not be a hypocrite like Teddy Bear 55. I will not be a hypocrite like Jules or like any of the other Dragoons that are actually going out there supporting their habits and their laziness and everything. I mean, at least when I was going to help them, I say, you're going to have to go get a job or something, dude. Like, honestly. Teddy Bear didn't want to do that. Teddy Bear just wanted to mess with them, try to mess with Carrie. So if you want to tick her off, you can donate to me, even though I don't need it, but I appreciate the 25 cents or the quarter or whatever that you guys want to donate. And I will use it for good and will not be given to two crackheads who refuse to work. All right. Now, this brings me to the other one. Now, let me get this off of here. I'll leave that there for a couple of more minutes. Because what I really want you to do is sub, because according to Dumb and Dumber, I can't live without YouTube. This is something I rarely do. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because but if you listen to Dumb and Dumber, that would be the doofus room, with Frank the Stalker, Fatty Jedi, the Blue Meanie, Jelly Toast, and Jules Tells Nothing. This YouTube thing's my life. You know what I mean? I mean, this act's the Dragon Lord himself, who's been defeated for about well over 2 years now. You know what I mean? This is my whole life and whatnot, according to them. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you want to tick off Jules, just donate. And Jules, and by the way, Jules, what I'll do with this, maybe I'll use a portion of it to go get you some Stacker 2, because I hear it's the world's strongest fat burner. So anyway, let's get to burnt toast. This one I got to be a little careful because I have a little bit of history with burnt toast, and she is just too easy. She is just too easy, knowing what she said in public in front of everybody about her nationality and all the other stuff and whatnot. I don't want to go there with her because I got to admit, burnt toast is a bit of a looker. Okay, burnt toast is a bit of a looker. Maybe she can use a little bit more food, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but she is a bit of a looker. The only problem is I don't think she knows what toothpaste is. That's the only thing. But what I understand, she doesn't like to brush her teeth, and she doesn't know what the concept of deodorant is. Aside from that, she's actually a looker. She's actually a good looker. Now, let me spell this before she says I called her a hooker or whatever. Okay, it's L as the letter L. Okay, Ooker. Looker. As a matter of fact, let me spell this here because the Dragoons are notorious for putting words in my mouth. So let's just put that there real quick. Whoops, I don't want to end my stream. Didn't I put looker here? Oh, I'm on my phone. I forgot. I got to be careful with this. Okay. There we go. This is the word that I'm using here. Because if I don't do this, Frank the Stalker, Fatty Jedi, the Blue Meanie, Jelly Toast, and Jules Tells Nothing will accuse me of saying a word I didn't use. So it is looker. She is a looker. Okay. She ain't the sweet candy, but she's a little bit of an eye candy or whatever. Now, like I said, I have a couple of problems with a girl like Burnt Toast. You see, that girl focuses on way too much gossip. Like, she needs to just give up. Like, this woman had this obsession with middle-aged women. There's this lady named Bullhorn Betty that she is talking about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 25 times on Sunday. Whenever she gets the chance, she gets on the internet. Bullhorn Betty. Like, honestly, this woman ain't never gonna get no chocolate because all she talks about is this middle-aged woman called Bullhorn Betty. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 25 times on Sunday. She doesn't have time for a relationship. She's too busy trying to get with this this middle-aged woman. And I'm not, like I said, whatever your preference is all fine and well, but she is absolutely, positively obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with this old lady on the internet, or this middle-aged lady on the internet called Bullhorn Betty, which is pretty much all I know about her. Because it's hard to sit through one of her streams and listen to her talk about this lady I know nothing about. So, Toasty, you look a little bit better than, well, actually, you look a lot better than Jules. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You still need to learn the concept of toothpaste, and you still need to learn the concept of deodorant. Everything ain't about articulating your words correctly. Bathing is still something you need to do. And I can tell that you had worms and everything under your underarms when I saw the picture of you. All right. So I'm just saying, I know it's a cultural thing. I know it runs in the family and everything. But listen to me. These days, deodorant is easy to get. You can go to Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. You can get it for $1.25. I'll donate some deodorant to you if you need it, so you can stop stinking the joint up and everything. You know what I mean, Burnt Toast? Not to mention your debating skills are absolutely atrocious. They're horrible. Now, I will admit, a terrible debater like you got me because Shanny was drinking in the house and I didn't know nothing about it. I got to give you your brownie points. Let me just clap my hands for you real quick. You made a legitimate point. You haven't made a point since. You run, you hide, you duck, you hide under your blanket, you hide with the geek room, you hide everywhere else. And you like to talk about me in passing on other channels. But listen, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Jules. You ain't never going to get the chocolate. Okay? I'm telling this to you, Jules, and Shanny. The odds of you, Burnt Toast, of getting this chocolate It's better for you to win the lottery 25 times in your life than you getting this chocolate. Couldn't get me if you tried. You couldn't get me if you didn't try. You couldn't. Well, I ain't gonna say that because then I'm mocking God. I'm not gonna do that. But you couldn't get me on your best day. If I met you as a random person on the street, all I got to do is go. Nah, I'm good. Oh God, man, this is smell in general. Oh. You need to do something about the worms under your underarm, woman. That's all I got to say. But I know the community that you came out of. You know what I mean? I've seen some of the people that you used to interact with and everything, before you started doing what you're doing on here and everything. But better put my video on do not disturb. My phone on do not disturb. Okay, there we go. Phone was about to ring. But burnt toast, you're not my type. You're an interesting shorty, but I don't do girls who don't bathe, as Shanny found out the hard way. You know what I mean? I think Shanny would have, back when I was brainwashed and whatnot and everything, and she understood the concept of soap and water, things might have went a little bit different. You would thought you would have learned this, but I'm not interested, burnt toast, and I'm not interested, Jules tells nothing. I'm sorry, did I call her burnt toast? I didn't mean to do that, burnt toast. I apologize. I meant girl who likes jelly. Okay, so I'm going to take some comments out of the comment section. I'm going to read the comments and I'm going to try to find out what people think about me ultimately turning down burnt toast and Jules, because one stinks and the other one's too big. Let's see something here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something here. What are you sniffing? Oh, what am I sniffing? Oh, let me show you this here real quick. I'm just trying to sniff and understand what an underarm looks like, what an underarm smells like if worms were crawling under her arms. You know what I mean? And this is my thing, guys. This is my thing. They're sitting there laughing at Carrie for. This is one of my motivations for doing this. They're over there laughing at Carrie because she was on here crying. You know what I mean? Because her feelings were hurt or whatever regarding what they were talking about on whoever's channel. But see, this is my thing. These people swear that nobody can find out how they look. They swear that nobody can know how they smell. They swear nobody knows about their eating disorders, Jules. Okay? One eats too much and one doesn't eat enough. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm just saying. I may show you a picture. You know what? I said I wouldn't go back to that lifestyle. So no, I will not show you a picture of Jules. If Jules wants to prove me wrong, Jules can cut her camera on and show everybody that she's not fat. But I would appreciate it if she was the only person in the room when she did that. Okay? We don't need no earthquakes in her town, right? Because she decided to get up and walk. Then there's burnt toast. I would recommend you wear a baggy shirt before you stand up and cut your camera on burnt toast, jelly toast, or crackhead toast, or whatever we're calling you these days. Because you always like to say, "You're toast, buddy. You're toast, buddy." No, the only one that's toast around here is you, honey. You'll with with your anorexia and everything. Why am I laughing? Why do I think it's funny? You were laughing at a mother who is trying to defend her children. That's why I'm laughing. Hey, it's just the internet, right, Jules? Jules tells nothing. This is just the internet. Why is everybody getting so butthurt over the internet? I mean, you being overweight and everything and whatnot is your own personal business. You know what I mean? As long as you can pay your bills, who cares, right? Wait a minute. I'm in the comment section. Wait a minute. Fatty Jedi is here, guys. And this is what he said. Check this out. This is what Fatty Jedi says. Oh, he's trying to reverse psychology for a 5-year-old. Fatty Jedi, how you doing, man? You still think you're faster than me? While you're benching 350 pounds and don't know the difference between building mass when you work out as opposed to building endurance? How you doing, Fatty? Yeah, how you doing? Did you give up the sugar yet, Fatty? Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. All right. It's all good. So, if anybody wants to donate and get Jules angry, that there's somebody on here that won't give Shanny any money out of people's donations that they work very hard for. Because if you donate it to Jules, you donate it to Shanny. There is no getting around it. If you donate it to Jules, you donate it to Shanny. Okay? If you donate it to Toasty, you donate it to Shanny. And if you donate to the Geek Room, you're going to be donated to Shanny. Here's the Cash App. You donate to me, Shanny ain't getting a dime. Not a dime. Not after getting called what I got called. She ain't getting a dime. She ain't getting a dime of your hard-earned money if you donate to me. So again, I just wanted to do this stream to let Burnt Toast know and Jules know that I am not interested in girls who do not believe in personal growth. I am not interested. And by the way, you can't say I'm any of those things. I definitely eat. I don't overeat. I don't suffer from anorexia or anything like that. Can't say none of those things about me, Burnt Toast, because I actually show my face on here. I stand behind every word I make on YouTube. Jules, I stand behind what I say on YouTube. While you hide your big belly and your big butt. Well, actually, I wouldn't call it a butt. It's more like a flat one, but you know what I mean. You know, you don't got a round butt. You got a flat one. You know, it's not flappable whatsoever. How can a Christian get on YouTube and talk like this? Ladies and gents, this is a direct response to Burnt Toast, the Geek Room, or the Dumb and Dumber Show, where we have Stalker Frank, and we have Fatty Jedi, and we have the Blue Mimi, and we have Jules Tells Nothing, because she hasn't told nothing in a very long time, ladies and gents. Actually, didn't she make a video lately pretending that this was enough or something like that, laughing at another woman defending her child? I mean, how immoral do you have to be to do something like that? I mean, like, she's a monster. An absolute. Well, actually, you know, that fits who and what she looks like, though. So, you know what I mean. Got to get that Godzilla effect and put her face on it. I think that one would be nice. Oh man. But if I had to pick, if they put a gun to my head and said you had to date Burnt Toast or Jelly Toast or Jules Tells Nothing, which one of them would I date? I would be getting shot in my head. I would take a bullet right in the middle of my head. And I would be happy because I would not have to endure having to feed 500 pounds of food to one person and hearing another person talk about why they're not hungry every single day and vomiting in their toilet. Here's the thing, Jules, in all seriousness. If you're gonna if you got the mouth to get on here and to talk mean about people on here and laugh at people who are trying to defend their children and everything, you had better make sure your skin is thick too. Well, actually, in your case, bulletproof, because your skin's really, 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 really thick. And we're not talking about skin. We're talking about the lard in between your muscles and your skin. You know what I mean? Let's see what kind of questions you guys got in the chat here. Let's see something here. Hold on. Okay, let's see something here. Let's see. Aries 106 says very Christ-like. Well, thank you very much, Aries 106. I need you to define for me what Christ-like actually looks like, though. Okay, thank you, but I appreciate that. So anyway, let's go here real quick. You're not showing your face right now. Oh, I'm not going to because you know, I don't have to. People see my face on here enough. You go look at the 4 or 5 videos down, and you'll see my face, I think. So you're saying Jules is chubby or Burnt Toast? I'm saying that Jules is chubby, and I'm saying that Burnt Toast needs to eat some food. Burnt Toast needs to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. That's what she needs to go do. A few times, actually. Let's see something here. Are you still offering to buy Rev ARV or I'll pass? Uh, you want to know the God's honest truth, Billy? You want to know the God's honest truth? And I don't mean to be really mean when I say this, but after he got finished getting on here, calling me telling me I need to die and that I'm of the devil and I'm an alien and I'm a demon and doing all of that stuff and whatnot. After him doing that and whatnot, not only will I not give him an RV, but he'll never receive another dime from me again. And I'm going to auction off his those lightsabers. I'm tired of holding them. I'm just going to auction them off. He clearly doesn't want this stuff back. All he wants in life is the woman who destroyed his life. So, hey, more power to you, man. More power to you. Toast says never given Shani money. That's not true. She admits that on her own channel that she gave Shani money. As a matter of fact, her community post actually she admits it too. Let me see something here. You want to give more? LOL. No, not really. I mean, I appreciate Fatty Jedi that you would say that, but no, I don't think so. No. Let's see something here. Yep, that's past tense. What have I done in the present and in the future will be absolutely $0 and 0 cents. I went there with a wallet full of money. I went there with candy. They said no. I refuse to waste any more of my time on those two. Let me see something here. Shani needs to drink more. Well, she'll be getting plenty of faucet water when they're sleeping on the concrete because they're too stupid to get a job. G-Man, the Geek Room would like to talk to you. Who's on board? The problem I have with the Geek Room is that channel is dedicated to 100% immorality. There are no good people on that panel. Let me say this again. There are 0 good people on that panel. That panel is filled with people who are gossipers and just like to talk about other people and doc drop and doc drop and doc drop and doc drop. Not to mention they refuse to own the racism that has been on that program on multiple occasions. I will never go on that show again until the Geek Room proves that they are human and stop acting like animals. So I appreciate that. No, I will not be going into the Geek Room. I'm tired of dealing with jokes on the internet. And to me, intellectually, on a debating level, they can't even defend their pathetic atheism. You know what I mean? Those people are not worth my time. They have been destroyed by Jesus as Lord. They've been destroyed by myself, by Veckel, and God knows how many other people. They're not worth it. I want to talk to people on here who are actually respected from now on, not people who are considered jokes on here. All right, let's see something here. Well, I'm glad that Carrie already moved on, and I'm very happy for her. But I still wanted to respond to the whole laughing thing and whatnot, and finding out that these two got crushes on me and thinking I'm cute and everything. I wouldn't touch those two if they were alive. If humanity depended on me, Burnt Toast, and Jules to procreate and actually create kids to repopulate the earth is going extinct. I'm sorry. There ain't going to be no people here. Sorry. I believe in soap and water. They should too. Let me see something here. You are literally critiquing how attractive these strangers are, laughing my butt off. Well, they're not really strangers if you think about it. You know what I mean? They've been on here doing the LOL stuff on here for a couple of years now. Jules is still a nobody on here. Burnt Toast is a little bit more of a somebody on here. You know what I mean? They're not really strangers. People know who they are. I mean, Jules comes on here once every 2 weeks after she finishes slaving for the man at her job and whatnot. You know what I mean? Mopping the floors and wiping the tables and doing the dishes for the chef and everything and whatnot at McDonald's or whatever. No, I'm not saying she works at McDonald's. I'm just saying, when she goes when she's out there doing her job and being important and whatnot, when she gets a little bit of time, she manages to make a video. But I gotta give her credit. At least she works. I mean, those are brownie points. I mean, she gets a 25% of a star, but that's not that impressive. Broke with eyes. Oh, me, man. Oh, G, man, that's mean. Don't hurt their feelings saying you wouldn't date them. Okay, I'll tell you what, Brick with Eyes, I apologize. I will change my mind out of pity. Out of pity, if I can find something to cover my nose or whatever, so I don't got to smell anything, I would take Burnt Toast out to Denny's, make her pay for the food, and conversate with her a little bit, if she can learn how to articulate herself better. You know, just saying. Yep, Denny's. I would take her to Denny's as long as she agreed to pay for it. You know, because we're yeah. So I mean, she claims to be important and everything on here, so she should be able to pay for it, right? But why should I have to pay for the food? I mean, she ain't gonna eat when I'm gonna pay for it anyway. All she's gonna do is go to the bathroom and vomit it. I mean, let's just put it out there. She works at Denny's. No, I'm not saying she works at Denny's. I'm not saying she works at Denny's. I'm saying that I would take her to Denny's. And I'm referring to Burnt Toast. Okay. There's some other places I could take her, but if I mention them on here, I'll be considered a racist and everything. So I don't want to do that. So let's see something here. Jules will be very upset because you don't want to date her. No, she won't. Jules is probably laughing her behind off right now and being sarcastic and laughing right now. That's probably what Jules is doing. I don't think Jules cares. Well, actually, she cares a little bit because, like I said, she has a G crush. Yeah, what a gentleman. Yep. Mm-hmm. But wait a minute, Aries 106. Hold up a minute. Hold on. This is 2023. We're all equal. I don't got to pay for nothing. She should have to pay for it. We're all equal. There's no difference between myself and her. I mean, I know you don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to be sexist or nothing like that. I mean, she works, she makes money, she should be able to pay for it. She's the one who likes me, not the other way around. I believe that there are far better looking women on the internet. Jules is the head cook at Denny's. She talks about it openly. So again, I'm not going to talk about where she thinks she works and everything and whatnot. I'm just talking about where I would take people out to eat and whatnot. I believe that Jules is a head chef. That one's funny. That one's hilarious. I'm sorry. That's pretty funny. No. Jules doesn't do the cooking. Jules does the dishes. That's what Jules does. And then she wipes the tables and she sweeps the floor. She doesn't have enough life experience to actually be a good cook. I mean, for crying out loud, imagine marrying somebody like that. You'll be getting you'll be getting Fruit Loops and milk. After a hard day at work, she'll get you Fruit Loops and milk. She'll give you milk, some Fruit Loops one night, and the next night you'll get some hot dogs with a little bit of mustard and a lot of ketchup. You know what I mean? Because that's her cooking skills. Let's see something here. Toby Mean says, "Didn't you spend the night in a hotel with a girl that smelled like raw meat?" Yes, I did, and I regret every minute of that. Every minute with that. Actually, come to think about it, no, we didn't spend the night in the hotel. She actually left. She lied to me and told me she was homeless, and there's a lot more to that than we're gonna end up talking about today. Let me see. Let me see. What does Toast look like? She looks like an anorexic. That's what she looks like. She looks like she came from Ethiopia. Okay. She needs to eat some food. Anything else you want to know? Let me see something here. LOL, love that literal Davis. Okay, so that's must be it. Moons over my shanty. Oh man. She ended up stealing from you, right? Yeah, no, whatever. Let me see something here. Billy, you're open. At 2 a.m. It's the only upside. She also had a hard day at work. Well, wherever she works, I'm pretty sure she did, because she ain't the only person that works, and all of us have hard days at work. Get over yourself, Jules. Like, honestly, just get over yourself. You know what I mean? And get on and go watch Richard Simmons while you're at it. Anyway, so let's continue here. Where did you see the pic? I love to make some memes about her. Because I made a decision, and I have a whole video on here talking about, not dot dropping and whatnot. Because honestly and truthfully, if I never made that video, I would have the entire Geek Room angry right now. But I can't reveal my sources. I'm sorry. The last thing I need those knuckleheads to know is what I did and how I got the information. No, G-Man gave her money. Party. So anyway, that's it for the comments. If you want to donate again, you want to make her mad. Anyway, that's the donation thingy. Nobody's gonna donate. I'm pretty sure of that. Let me get this off of here. How do I do this? Banners. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like the CG man, basically hand out those receipts to the most evil group on the internet, the most evil, disgusting group on here, and that is Dumb and Dumber, the Dumb and Dumber show with Frank the Stalker. G-Man, where's your proof that I'm a stalker? Fatty Jedi. G-Man, I run faster than you because I lift 350 pounds. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay, cool. All right. Even though I'm an endurance athlete and you're a mass builder, in other words, people who try to build muscles for strength and everything and whatnot are people that's trying to generally build mass, and they're typically slower than endurance runners. I'm not really understanding his scientific logic on that. He sounds like he failed biology, like a lot of them do. But anyway, then you have Jules Tells Nothing, because let's be honest. When was the last time Jules told somebody something? Right? Other than the fact that she's proud that she gives money to Shanny. You know what I mean? And then there's Jelly Toast. I got to come up with a name for her. Because while I'm not like interested in her or nothing like that, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that she gets a proper, what do they call these names? I gotta give her a proper pet name. Because my pet name for Jules now is Jules Tells Nothing. And Fatty Jedi, and then we got Frank the Stalker. We need something appropriate for the girl who says, "You're a toast, buddy. You're a toast, buddy." And you want to know how you're a toast? She's going to take a picture of you, make a funny thumbnail, right? Wait a minute, don't I do that? I got a funny thumbnail on this one right here, don't I? Okay, so y'all should have seen what I originally wanted to do with these two. But I changed my mind. I got to keep it, because I want people to be able to see this. But anyway, I should give you a hint of what I want to do with these two. But she makes a funny thumbnail. She takes a crack at comedy and tries to get you to laugh a little bit. And the way she does is by subconsciously getting you to laugh by putting laughing noises in her background about some middle-aged woman that I know nothing about named Bullhorn Betty. All like you see is this gray-haired woman that she's talking about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 25 times on Sunday, because she has absolutely no life whatsoever. And when I say she has no life, I mean she ain't got no man, she ain't got no life, she ain't got nothing but her computer, and that's it. Now, Burnt Toast, if you want to have a one-on-one conversation about you not having a man, not having no life, and being obsessed with this middle-aged woman, hit me up. But just remember, I'm not interested in you. Okay, I am not interested in you. Now, here's the thing, Jules. The reason why I'm making this video about you and talking about your weight problem and your BFF's weight problem and everything and whatnot, even though she has the opposite problem as you, is because you guys got on here and you were laughing at Carrie. You were like, and you were laughing at Carrie. Well, today we're laughing at you. The girl who can't stop putting food in her mouth, and then the other one who needs to put more food in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's see something here. Hold on. Where are the pictures? Burnt crumbs. You know what? That's pretty good. Burnt crumbs. That's pretty good. No, I'm not going to drop any pics on Little Davis. I'm not going to drop any pics. I'm not going to drop any pics. I mean, Burnt Toast right now probably doesn't even care. She's probably going like, "Gee, man, I'm losing a lot of sleep." And she's probably saying it so articulate. She's probably saying it with the best pronunciation that she sounds like your mommy. That she sounds like your mommy. That she sounds like your English teacher. She sounds like a nerd. She sounds like a girl who went to school did her homework, and was a good little girl and didn't do anything for fun. She probably doesn't know what a slumber party is. She probably doesn't know what a cheerleading team is. She probably, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure she don't know what a cheerleading team is. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what the word fun is. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know any of this stuff. I mean, it's not like myself when I went to school. That not only did I get a very high GPA, but I also was cool MVP on my basketball team, on my soccer team, and my ping pong team, and I'm not my ping pong team. I'm sorry, ping pong tournament I was in. I participated in baseball. I played volleyball. I did all of that stuff when I went to school. But I don't think Burnt Toast knows what those words mean. She doesn't understand how to be athletic. She's too busy worrying about how skinny her stomach is. She's very immature. Who, Burnt Toast? Oh, yeah, definitely. And definitely Jules. Definitely Jules. In 2 weeks, Jules will pop a video about me in about 2 weeks after she gets her paycheck. She'll be like, I'm going to make fun of G-Man. I'm going to talk about why I don't want him. Go lie to yourself. I believe, as a matter of fact, I remember after that call that I had with Shani and Chris, when I was arguing with Chris, and Shani's telling the truth about the time when I said that, Shani, you need a real man. She was telling the truth about that. Anybody who was actually paying attention during that time knows this. Shani got on there and lied and said, I don't want you, G-Man. I'm happy with Chris, and tried to make it sound like their marriage was all that great and everything and whatnot. But in reality, that relationship was going down the toilet. Now, hence Burnt Toast and Jules. They'll get on there and lie and say they're not interested. Yeah, to try to get out of this embarrassment here. To try to get out of this embarrassment. You know what? I think Jules don't even know how to kiss, to be honest. I don't even think she knows how to do that. Jules looks like somebody that seriously needs to get a life, and so does Burnt Toast. Like, honestly, like I'm just keeping it a $1.50. They take this YouTube stuff way too seriously. They really do. She was a cheer squealer. Yep, she definitely worked with the mighty mouse. Doing this. Going out there sounding like a little mouse. Let me help you out, Jules. You can go, give me a G, give me an A. Give me a G, give me an M, give me an A, give me an N. What does it spell? You'll never get the chocolate. That's what it spells. I love when I find out that some of my enemies on here actually like me and they actually got some plan thinking they're going to get me and everything. You know what I mean? And then I get wind of it and I'm like, oh, no. I didn't forget the last 3 years. I'm sorry. I didn't forget. Jules hides behind the Geek Squad and Teddy. Oh, absolutely. And you want to know what? I got a video. I have a theory. Now, I don't have concrete proof of this, but I have enough evidence to suggest that Teddy Bear wants Shani. And before anybody call me crazy and say that my theory is not good, before anybody says that, if it's true that this man is still living with his mother, if it's true that this man doesn't know how to be a man and he's actually a boy, maybe he actually believes Shani's trash. So, Rev, you better watch your back, dude. Teddy Bear and Shani for life. I'm going to warn you, Teddy Bear. If you're going to get with Shani, you had better get some smelling salts, dude. You had better do something with your nose, dude, because I don't know if you can deal with that smell, dude. Like, honestly, she doesn't wash. So anyway, let's go here. Please stop saying poo-tank pie. Thank you. This whole stream is a cry. It's a cry for help. Are you okay, G-Man? No, I'm actually pretty good. See, I've learned how to deal with the Geek Room. I've learned the hard way on how to deal with Burnt Toast and how to deal with Jules. I've learned the hard way on how to deal with them. They think they're funny. Oh, I can be a whole lot more interesting than those boring people. Trust me on that. Now, Jules, if you want for Christmas, I'll buy you some Stacker 3 or some Stacker 2 if you need it. And Burnt Toast, the cure for your problem is an all-you-can-eat buffet. Stop being and get out of this vanity stuff. Nobody cares about skinny girls these days anyway. Everybody wants somebody with a little bit of meat on them. At least I think they do. I hope they do. People like you, like honestly, Burntoast, I break you in half. Like honestly, you're fragile, you're frail, and you're no disrespect. I don't even think you can have a decent conversation with somebody like me because you're boring. Like you sound like a nanny when you talk. You sound like a some science professor. You know what I mean? Ain't no man gonna want to be with nobody like that. Ain't no man gonna want to be with somebody who is so vain that they're only interested in how big their stomach is. Come on. Please stop saying Putin ain't part of the social streamers. Okay, let's see. These people all live in glass houses. Exactly. Teddy wouldn't dare. Shani is all trolling. I'm glad I'm the first person to publicly say that could happen. Because when it does happen, oh boy, I'm going to have me some fun. When it happens, first of all, I'm going to rub it in the Rev. Because I've been telling him forever that somebody with minimum wage could get her. You know, she's probably saving her money and everything and whatnot. He's probably saving his allowance that he's getting from his mommy so that he can go up there and go pick up Shani and bring Shani to his mama's basement, you know? Let's see something here. Richard Hole. He says, why do you think they like you? Why do I think they like me? I'll tell you what, that's personal. I'm not going to get into that because then I would reveal too much information. I can't get into that. But I'll tell you this, though. I am not interested in them. Like I said, I tried having conversations with Burnt Toast. Burnt Toast is boring, okay? Burnt Toast cares more about being articulate. She cares more about being bony. She cares more about pleasing people and all this other stuff. Shani, not Shani, I'm sorry. Wow, I put Burnt Toast and Shani in the same conversation. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. So, so Burnt Toast, Burnt Toast is just boring. She's boring. She is boring. If you want to go date your mama, that's fine and well and whatnot, but I ain't trying to date mine. I'm sorry. She's just boring. And you can tell she's like that too. As a member of an indigenous, okay, so anyway, as a member of the community, we do not claim Toast. She's a mean girl. Absolutely. 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 I knew Toby was going to laugh. It's like I know some other people are going to make fun of me because I can't pronounce that word or whatever. But yeah, Burnt Toast is just mean. She's evil. She's immoral. And then has the nerve to get on here and talk about people's behavior. I mean, seriously, can you imagine like Jack the Ripper coming on here talking about people's behavior? That's what you get when you're looking at Burnt Toast. She's just mean. She's evil. She's evil. She'll probably make a meme out of that, make a funny video. Well, in her own eyes, funny or whatever. Native, yeah. Native works too. Woo! But yo, on the real Burnt Toast, you did this to yourself. You ain't never getting that chocolate. Jules, you ain't never. And the rock means never gonna get the chocolate. You ain't never getting the chocolate. Not to mention you couldn't keep up with me anyway. I'll be walking, at regular pace, and you'll be walking behind me going. Yo, G-Man, you're walking too fast. I know we only been going like about 20 feet, but I ain't got no time for that. Sorry. I'll make you some memes if you give me a pic of her face. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'll think about it. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because you know how she's going to retaliate. She's going to go on her Nintendo DS and she's going to stop using Yoshi and she's going to start using Wario as her she's going to start using Wario as her icon or whatever, and then claim that she's not a woman no more and say that she's Wario. I identify with Wario. Or even better yet, she might find some dung and say she identifies with dung or something. Who knows? They're like, you want to. I do. I do, but I can't. I'm not going to do it. Pretty sure her face is available somewhere in a shark thread. I'm sorry, in the Stark thread or Wiki Farms in a random thread. Well, I'm not saying nothing, but if you look hard enough, you'll find it. You'll especially Burntoast. She wasn't difficult at all. You'll definitely find her. She needs to understand something here. You don't get to get on here and make fun of middle-aged people because you have no self-esteem about yourself whatsoever, and do this over and over and over and over and over again, and then think you ain't getting no receipt. Why do you think I want Burntoast and Bullhorn Betty in the room so bad? If I ever, man, please, I will run toes off the internet. I just don't know. Because I got a real mean streak about me. You ain't, listen, they can say whatever they want about me being a Christian. They can say whatever they want about my theology. They can say whatever they want me as a person. They can talk about the past till they're blue in the face. At the end of the day, I will own that bag of bones. I will own that bag of bones. And won't think twice about it. Oh man, we need FBI Frank on this. Oh, whoo. I don't think Frank wants any of me right now because Frank knows I know. Frank knows I know. Frank knows that I know. And he better be careful. Right? Ain't that right, Frank? Because I know you're probably sniping this on your channel. And I'm pretty sure the four of them are all on there with no life saying, oh, look at G-Man. Don't y'all got to work tomorrow or something? Don't y'all got families they need to be around or whatever? Burntoast, aren't you supposed to be begging some man to date you or something like that? Because I ain't doing it, that's for sure. I got sense. And Jules, aren't you supposed to be going out there to try to find some desperate dude that's willing to date somebody that can't even walk 20 feet without going... J-Man, you're mean. I've been telling you guys that for the longest. I'm very mean. Very, 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 very mean, but I'm not evil. I'm not evil. That I'm not. I will recant everything that I said on here for Toasty Girl, who oh God, not Toasty Girl, Jelly Girl. And for Jules Tells Nothing, if they would make a public apology to Carrie for all the... And I promise I'll entertain taking one of you out on a date. I promise you. And you know what? I know y'all... I will pay for your Mickey D's. I have no problem with that because I'm not taking you anywhere else because you ain't worth nothing other than Mickey D's. I'm just saying, you know? Oh, man. This is how you know that Burntoast and Jules never dealt with me in the Great Debate Days. I'd have destroyed those two. Let me use something here. Let's use something. You talk about Shanny constantly. What's the difference? Ooh, there you go. That's a good one. This one right here is a good one right here. I don't talk about Shanny constantly. I talk about the Lord. No, I'm talking about sowing and reaping. I'm not talking about the other channel. So on sowing and reaping, I talk about the Lord Jesus Christ. I talk about Shanny. I talk about Rev. I talk about Drag. I talk about the Dragoons. I talk about Frank. I talk about Tatty. I talk about the Dragoons. So I don't talk about Shanny all the time. Shanny is very boring. And a lot of times I don't even like talking about her because she said the same stupid stuff on here all the time. 10 days she'll be on here talking about some Kumbaya, my Lord. We need to love each other. We need to stop fighting with each other. And 10 days later after that, I hate every last one of you. I'm sick. I don't feel good. I got fibro. I got cancer. I got HIV. I got crabs. And only Delta 8 can help me. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, how you doing, Rebuke and Reproof? I'm going in on the Geek Room hard today. And they have no idea how much I'm under control. They have no idea. They have no idea. No idea. So anyway, so I don't talk about Shanny constantly. I don't talk about Shanny constantly. She's simply uninteresting, and I don't want to do that. I went over there, tried to feed Rev. She told me to get away from her. She wanted her man to starve because she loves him so much. And you know what? I can't argue with him. I can't argue with her. It's her fault her man didn't eat that day. I want to say this again, Shanny. It's your fault your man did not eat that day. I'm going to say this one more time. Shanny, it is your fault that your man went hungry that day. The creep room hide your kids from your... Yo, Rebuke and Reprove, they would never want the two of us in the room, or even like 5 Christians on here at the same time at any given time. They couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with it. Or absolutely eviscerate them. All that racist political nonsense they talk about on that, man, please don't get destroyed. They have the nerve to talk about what G-Man did in the past. They need to shut up and go get a life. Because we know Burnt Toast don't got one, because Burnt Toast just sits around all day. I wonder what Bullhorn Betty's doing. Then she goes to bed. Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty. Take a shower. Oh, Bullhorn Betty. She's in there taking a shower. As a matter of fact, let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. Because when I say I'm tired of these little stuck up little females, I don't know why they stuck up, but they stuck up. Let's do this properly. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So Burnt Toast gets in the shower and she... Bullhorn Betty. I wonder what Bullhorn Betty's doing today. She goes to the bathroom and then she goes to the... She does number 1 or number 2. I wonder what Bullhorn Betty's doing. Then she goes to the refrigerator to get her breakfast when she's supposed to be trying to get a man and start a family and all this other stuff. I wonder what Bullhorn Betty's doing. Then after she does that, she goes out for her morning run because she doesn't want to gain any calories because she's too, because she thinks she's too big or whatever. You know what I mean? She looks in the refrigerator and goes, I wonder what Bullhorn Betty's doing today. And then after that, she'll go to the store, she'll go to the clerk and she'll call the clerk Bullhorn Betty. And her whole life is just revolving around Bullhorn Betty. That is her entire life. Then you got Jules. What we got here today? Let me see something. We got a rack of lamb. We got a big turkey in here. We got a big chicken. We're going to have that for breakfast. And I think for lunch, I think I'm going to do the liver, the chicken gizzards. And let's see something here. I think I'll eat this entire 3 pieces that's in my refrigerator. And then for dinner, I think Jules tells nothing. We'll actually go out there and she'll be like, what am I going to do for dinner, man? I'm famished. I've only been washing tables all day. So she'll go out there and she'll look for dinner. And then what she'll look for when she goes to dinner, she'll go out there and she'll be like, let me see something here. Okay, let me see. She'll get on the phone. She'll make a call. She'll be like, hello, I'd like to order some Chinese. And for dinner, I need some chicken fried rice with 500 pieces of chicken and 300 pounds of rice. Do me a favor and give me the egg rolls, and then give me some Chinese iced tea. And wait a minute, hold on a minute. I don't want to cook tomorrow. Make that 600 pieces of chicken. Make that 1,000 chicken wings or whatever. I mean, who cares? My subscribers are the ones paying for this. Who cares? You know what I mean? Then before she goes to bed, she got to have her snack. And she goes out there and she gets the biggest turkey leg she can find. Usually that turkey leg weighs anywhere between 20 and 30 pounds. And she'll eat that and then go to bed without even considering her health. So let's see something here. Shanny has gotten pretty boring, to be honest. People come back for the creators, not for the content at this point. Exactly, Quantum. Exactly. Shanny is very boring. Let's see something here. Okay, we already saw that one here. Okay. Quantum says, because they be trolling everybody out there. Exactly. Yeah. And then you got Brother Veckel. How you doing, brother from another mother? How you doing? I'm just on here getting on the Geek Room because the Geek Room get on here and they swear they got a point that they want to make. And they tend to forget that we know all about Frank's little secret obsession with following people and getting in their personal lives and their business. That's why we call him Frank the Stalker. And then we got Fatty Jedi, who goes out there and pretends he's got muscles, when in reality that lard ain't doing nothing out there but picking up balloons looking like weights and whatnot. Then we got Oh yeah, one more thing too. We know he's hyperactive too. That's definitely one of the things. And then we got the blue hair girl on there who I like to call the blue meanie. If you don't know about the BWO, go look at some ECW videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. She is definitely part of the BWO. That is definitely something that she's part of. Okay, very popular faction that nobody watched. And then there's then there's burnt jelly. Toasty, you're a toast, buddy. like honestly, she actually believes that's a good way to pwn somebody by saying, "You're a toast, buddy." That's what she likes to do. You're a toast, buddy. You're a toast, buddy. That is so corny. Listen to me, burnt toast. For the love of God, you got to learn how to have a little bit of fun. You got to learn how to laugh a little bit. Go out there and do something athletic, like I don't know, play some football, learn how to play some baseball. Maybe go out there and play with the guys, play some basketball. Get a life a little bit. Stop talking about that middle-aged woman that you're talking about on your channel all the time. All the time. 24 hours a day, 7. Like I'm telling you, she thinks about Bullhorn Betty lives rent free in her head so much it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Listen to me, burnt toast. You need to learn how to be like Carrie, and you need to learn how to be like Just Breezing, and get over yourself. Like honestly. Then there's Jules. Jules, who tells nothing. And like I said, I'm not exaggerating when I say that this woman doesn't tell anybody anything. She don't tell nobody nothing. Everybody already knows the stuff. The only thing that she's ever said on her channel worth anything to me was when she said, "Yeah, I give the Shanny and crackhead I supported her being a crackhead for content." Oh God! Listen to me, guys. There's a reason why burnt toast don't like being in the same room with me, and there's a reason why she needs to be surrounded by her bodyguards, the Geek Room, and everybody to have a chat with me. Oh, I can hear her now. Wait a minute, G-Man. You said I had to be surrounded by my bodyguards. This is how she talks too, by the way, guys. She goes, "Now, G-Man, I invited you on my channel. You remember when I showed you that Shani had a drink in the house?" The only time she's ever made a solid point on her YouTube career. How you doing, Toasty? Toasty. Bert, I hope you ain't taking this personal because I after a while, like I said, I don't like how you guys treated Carrie when she was crying and you thought that was funny. Somebody might come to the conclusion that you're just like shit. As a matter of fact, how many of you, everybody in the chat, hit number 1 if you believe that Jules is liquid Shanny. Let me tell you why. We all know that Shanny has a body slamming problem, right? Then we know that Rev has a kicking problem, right? When it comes to children and whatnot, right? But why would Jules cry? Oh, somebody's crying. I'm sorry. Why would Jules make fun of somebody crying about their kid? I'm not getting the joke. So for now on, Jules, we're going to call you Jules Liquid Shanny. G-Man, are you on something tonight? You are going 90 miles a minute and are more talkative and funny than usual. I appreciate that. Thank you. So Jules is liquid Shanny. Jules is nothing more than Shanny's fart. That's what she is. Jules is the fart of Shanny. That sounds like a show I should do one day. The Fart of Shanny, starring Jules Tells Nothing. The Fart of Shanny. Jules Tells Nothing. The saga. Oh man, this is gold. I wish I would have handled these reactions. On the real, I wish I would have handled the Geek Room, Burnt Toast, and all these knuckleheads that was coming after me like this when they originally came after me. I would have eviscerated them had I did it like this more often. Liquid Shanny, the fart of Shanny. The saga continues. Jules better hope she not in the room with me again. The fart of Shanny. The fart of Shandy, the saga continues. Oh, I'm going to have me some fun before this year is over. I'm going to have me a lot of fun. So this is what I recommend the Geek Room do. I recommend you find somebody else to talk about, because if you dare make a video about me, if you even think about making a video about me, I will Lowe's cow you so hard you won't know what hit you. Your cows. I need to go milk those cows. That's what I need. I should go on there right now and milk Fatty Jedi. I should go in there and milk Frank the Stalker so they can go, where's your proof that I'm a stalker? Well, actually, technically, you stalked me. You stalked you stalked some other woman on here. You're a horrible man to your own woman and whatnot. You're just terrible, Frankie. And then you got Billy the what we calling him? Fatty Jedi. I think that's what we was calling him. Fatty Jedi, who believes that if he bench presses 350, that makes him faster than everybody. He's scientifically illiterate. He is literally, listen to me, for those of you who go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about. Nobody gets faster by bench pressing 350. Nobody gets faster. This is why the Geek Room has to put me in the background all the time, because they know if they go one-on-one against G-Man, I'm gonna make them famous. I did it in the Great Debate. I forgot. Those guys are too dumb to be in the Great Debate. They don't know nothing about these arguments whatsoever. Drag was there, and Drag barely debated me. Barely. Kept talking about how great he was in biology. Got schooled every time he took on somebody who didn't even go to college. Absolutely hilarious. Hey, Drag, do you still want to debate true empiricism? I mean, I just heard you got a degree in college. Would you still be interested in debating true empiricism on the topic of evolution versus creation? You couldn't even beat me. So what makes you think you're going to beat him? So anyway, let me calm down. Let's see what the people say in the chat say here. Jules has a swinging problem. Yeah. Lately, her and Burntoast have been spending a lot of time with each other. Shanny's farts nasty. Yeah. Yeah, let me see something here. Justice for Brand. Hashtag justice for Brand. Please stop saying Poo-Tang Pie. Well, that's what Shanny thinks is the god of Rev. Or if Shanny wants to control Rev, all she got to do is give him a little bit of Poo-Tang Pie. That's all she's got to do. It's not hard to make for her. All she has to do is don't bathe for like 10 days. The smell will be overwhelming for Rev, and then Rev will jump all over that, because apparently that's something that he likes. But considering his teeth is yellower than a yellow crayon, you know what I mean? Or those yellow lines that you see in the streets, whatever. Because he refuses to use a toothbrush. What a concept, right? So anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, because I know a lot of you want to rush and go watch Dumb and Dumber over there, aka the Coke Room, the We Support Drug Users Room, the Geek Room. They also should be known as the people who support racism, and because to this very day they haven't rebuked scientist Sam yet, and they never will, because they support the joke. I need to understand that they support it. They support it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. The moral of the story here today is that don't laugh at Carrie, because Carrie was trying, because Carrie got a little bit of emotional on her channel. And Jules and Burntoast, I am not interested. I like girls who take care of themselves. All right. Talk to you guys later. Oh, and by the way, shout out to the very beautiful lady who I saw when I was in Scranton, who was at the convenient mark, who asked me to shout her out. I don't know her name. I don't know her YouTube name, but she keeps asking me to shout her out. So I like to shout her out. How you doing? And I hope you enjoyed the stream. The Geek Room got what they deserved. Later, guys.